What if a single remedy could address everything from sudden collapse and respiratory distress to menopausal flushes and early-stage colds, all without significant side effects? I'm Professor Obaidus Sattar, and I understand your skepticism. 20 years ago, as a conventionally trained physician, I dismissed homeopathy entirely, until I witnessed Camphora transform a patient suffering from post-surgical collapse when nothing else worked. Today, I'll show you how this paradoxical remedy works, when to use it for maximum effect, and why its unique symptoms make it unmistakable in clinical practice. Camphora begins its journey from the Cinnamomum camphora tree, native to East Asia. The crystalline gum extracted from this evergreen undergoes a meticulous process of serial dilution and succussion, vigorous shaking that imprints the remedy's healing properties into the solution. Though toxic in its crude form, the potentized remedy becomes remarkably safe and effective through this process, following homeopathic principles established by Hahnemann centuries ago. Unlike Veratrum album, which addresses similar coldness but with copious vomiting and diarrhea, Camphora's unique essence lies in its paradoxical nature. It's like a crisis medic, swift, intense, and focused on restoring warmth to a body in freefall. The patient typically feels frozen to the core, yet stubbornly refuses covering, a hallmark contradiction. Let me tell you about Michael, a 42-year-old mountain guide who collapsed after severe dehydration during an expedition. When I first saw him, his skin was icy and bluish, yet he was frantically pushing away blankets. His anxiety about death was overwhelming, but he couldn't bear close confinement. Within 30 minutes of administering Camphora 200C, his color returned, his panic subsided, and his paradoxical symptoms resolved. In everyday life, Camphora proves invaluable when you've been caught in a winter storm, soaked and shivering with numb extremities. Despite the cold, you feel claustrophobic under blankets and crave fresh air. Or perhaps you've caught a sudden cold with constant sneezing and nasal congestion after exposure to chilly weather. The key applications of Camphora are truly remarkable. It excels in collapse states like post-surgical low blood pressure, where the body feels cold and weak with a barely perceptible pulse. For respiratory crises, including asthma or bronchitis with suffocative feelings, it can provide rapid relief. In cases of severe digestive turmoil resembling cholera, with involuntary stools and vomiting, Camphora may stabilize the system quickly. Let's explore how Camphora manifests across different groups. For men, it addresses urinary retention with burning pain similar to cantharis, as well as increased sexual desire and sometimes painful erections. Women may find relief from menstrual cramps accompanied by cold sweats and restlessness, and it's particularly effective during menopause for anxiety, depression, and temperature fluctuations. In children, Camphora helps with terror of darkness, convulsions during high fever, and coldness after illnesses like measles. Beyond these applications, Camphora serves as a universal antidote that may clear the effects of incorrectly chosen homeopathic remedies, especially plant-based ones. Its historical significance in cholera treatment underscores its value in acute collapse states. The peculiar symptoms that confirm Camphora as the correct remedy are distinctive. The most telling is the demand to uncover despite icy skin. They feel freezing but reject blankets. Another fascinating indicator is pain that's relieved by mental focus, a headache that eases when you concentrate on it. The tongue may feel cold and flabby, like a dead fish, a truly unique symptom. Understanding complementary and antidotal relationships helps optimize treatment. Coffee or opium may reverse Camphora's effects if overused. Complementary remedies include cantharis for urinary discomfort and cuprum for cramps, often completing Camphora's action. When differentiating similar remedies, remember, with extreme coldness, Carbo Vegetabilis craves fanning and has clammy skin, while Camphora refuses covering and wants fresh air. With collapse symptoms, Arsenicum album shows restlessness and burning pains relieved by heat, while Camphora patients display that paradoxical coldness with aversion to covering. To summarize, Camphora excels in acute conditions marked by extreme coldness and paradoxical symptoms. Its unique symptom pattern, cold yet uncovering, collapsed yet agitated, makes it unmistakable. From respiratory distress to menopausal flushes, its applications span numerous conditions where conventional approaches may fall short. Disclaimer. This information is educational only and not a substitute for professional medical advice. Homeopathic remedies, including Camphora, should only be used under the supervision of a qualified practitioner. Always seek professional care for emergencies or persistent symptoms. Love this? Like, subscribe, and drop your Camphora stories below. Let's keep decoding wellness together. Thanks for joining me. Here's to thriving naturally.